186. What did you guys think of Drake's big penis? The snake of Drake.
It was small to me. Ooh, Aaron, let's have a live react.
I've heard a lot about it.
Yeah, I considered it pretty small because I opened it on my phone. It probably would have been bigger if it was on like a TV.
I rate it, well, like in size, right? Length, probably like a 9.5. In girth, I've seen bigger. Let's go with like a 7.5. But in hardness, I mean, that was low. He was swinging that thing around like like a pool noodle.
I think it's okay. He wasn't hard. I think he was just fooling around.
Yeah, I saw some women saying it was too big, which I agree with. I strongly agree with that. That's just too big. It should be illegal.
When it happened, I immediately tweeted, Drake's penis is small to me because it's just funny to say about a pretty big dick. And
I saw some gays saying that it was a fake penis, like he got dick implants.
No, I saw some not gays, some straights, doing unironically what I was doing. They were like, "Yeah, it's big, but like he probably can't even get that hard because it's so big and like kind of thin." I'm like,
well,
okay,
only
man.
in this show.
Plus, he's in the wheelchair too. So I don't know if that affects it. Like, I don't know if he has blood flow to the bottom half of his... What do you mean the show? What do you mean the show? It was a documentary about his teenage years.
Show, yeah, it was a show.
Degrassi
it wasn't
High.
real. A documentary. It's not real. It's just a movie.
Look real to
it was
me.
a documentary.
It was a documentary. You think that's a real show?
No, he plays himself.
No, it was a mockumentary.
He plays himself in the real life documentary too, like David Hogg and Cameron Kasky.
Oh, that's cool. Do they have documentaries?
No, I'm just talking about the fake shooting from their school.
You don't hear about those guys anymore. That's probably good. Like, they should go and do other stuff.
Didn't Cameron Kasky just leave the internet and got a job?
Probably because he got probably just because he got harassed. Like David Hogg still gets harassed.
Go be a normal 22-year-old.
Yeah, but like David Hogg, like everyone, just like all the Robozoid types will just be like,
I'll beat his ass.
Yeah, they're like threatening to kill him even when he was still underage.
Like,
to be fair, there's like some random celebs where I think they've like left the internet, but the truth is they just like deleted their Twitter and went to Blue Sky.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, open signups now.
Oh, really?
I'm good.
Just in time.
I didn't. Fuck! I should have sold my invites.
I made mine just so people can't squat my name, but I'm not gonna use it. I snagged MHUD.
I'm just squatting on Lingle's name.
Stoned Raider 04.
I don't think he's gonna go over there.
Well, you never know. I don't know. He's Mr. I Make Accounts.
That's true. Speaking of this weekend, we've got the NFL, the Super Bowl.
Tom, it's the big game. You're not allowed to say Super Bowl. We're on a podcast.
We're allowed to say it because we're not.
Hey, I call it the Superb Owl. How about that?
The Superb Owl.
So this year, it's going to be Denver and Seattle. Now, there's probably going to be something else in that Super Bowl, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of bowl it is. Probably a big bowl of chili that they're eating after they get the munchies from smoking some fucking weed.
You know what?
It's legal there now.
A lot of people are saying, like, who's going to win, right? Kansas City or San Francisco? Well, I think the real winners are the fans.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all.
I'm already enjoying everyone's Taylor Swift discourse on the Super Bowl and how the Swifties are like they're having Super Bowl parties and yeah. Someone I know from the UK, I think from Scotland, and they were posting on like a locked account, and they're like, I kind of get the culture around American football, but I don't get this strong reaction to this Taylor Swift thing. Does having too many like sweets at a football party make it gay or something? So true. Like, why are you mad? They're gonna be bringing cake and like decorating your team's shit. Like, you should. This is what so many guys who literally are like football loving American guys with Swiftie girlfriends should be happy about. But I guess they're the ones that are like, "This is my thing."
Well, also, I think most of them like don't
guys.
have like girlfriends. Yeah, they're not the guys with the girlfriends who like are Swifties because they just have to accept it. If they said anything, they'd get in trouble.
I saw Jack Jr., who recently launched his gaming career.
Mm-hmm. Gucci Goomba.
That was pretty funny. Yeah, Gucci Goomba is his name.
The Gucciest of Goombas.
The Gucciest of Goombas. Yeah, he's doing like boring COD streams, dropping a bunch of frames.
Nice.
And he talks in straight up AAVE. Which is kind of crazy because his dad is a white supremacist. Mm-hmm. And he lives in his dad's house. And his dad is like, we got to seal the border. There's monkeys coming in.
Tanny, can you close the border?
Tanny, close the border. We got these dark-skinned fuckers coming in.
Close borders over toothbrush.
Okay, guys. I was watching
him
today.
His son's in the other room, and he's like, Yeah, I finna get on point A. I finna get on point B right now.
I'm
Yeah.
finna pre to B right now. Oh,
Poochie Goomba.
lock it
Like,
up.
Jesus Christ. So fucked. And I'm proud of our chat for not chatting in there.
Thank
That's
you.
good.
Huge.
0 interaction. That's good.
Yeah, wonderful.
I don't know. We should let's blow him up. Let's rate him.
The reason I brought him up is because he made a Twitter account with that, and I looked at it, and the top thing was a screen recording he made of him blocking Taylor Swift preemptively and saying, this is the first thing I have to do on this account. And he's like 25. It's just, I guess all men are like that now. They're all doing that, like, ew, a thing for girls. Get it away from me. That's gay. I don't even want to see it.
Yeah, pretty much. That's girl music.
36-year-old guy that makes a username like fuck Bieber 87. I'm like,
I mean,
game.
like, but like, what music does rap, right? But like, probably just like late 2010s rap.
Kid Ink.
That's all
Yeah.
Late career Eminem.
Yeah. So like, it's just
What do you, NF.
What do you care? What do you care about music? Why do you care about any of this? Oh, they're showing her. I mean, he cares because his dad's talking about it nonstop. They're showing her on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's like,
a guy who doesn't
cares?
like football. He would do those football finger food videos back in the day, and he would have a 0-0 NFL jersey on because he didn't even
that's
like a
cool.
team.
I'm
But
sorry
he likes the
that-
Cowboys, I think.
No, even better, Jack wears the fucking, we found it on eBay for $75. It's a ESPN football jersey. It looks like a Bucks jersey, but it's just ESPN with a number 1 on it.
You know why? You know where that's from? The ESPN restaurants. They had their employees
okay.
wear that.
What?
Absolutely. So
that's
ESPN,
kinda cool, then.
ESPN used to have restaurants. There was one in Chicago, and when we'd go and visit family, I'd love going because it was like a Dave and Buster's. So they had like arcade games and everything there.
That's
and then like they
badass.
would.
I remember
it was
those
just
now.
yeah, like they had TVs, of course, just with playing sports. And I
Okay,
was like,
guys.
oh, we got to go to the ESPN restaurant. And my parents were like, all right, and it's like it's just bad and like expensive, but it's like an arcade.
That
so it's
sounds
like,
cool
all
to
right,
me.
fine. Yeah, it was cool.
When I was watching Jack's football snacks video, I said out loud, I think, on stream, I said, I would love for Jack to explain to me like what a touchback is or a pick six.
Anything.
Well,
he complains all the time on Facebook about like how it's scripted and how everything's ruined, and it's just like you don't know what you don't know anything.
Again, as somebody who only came back to really watching NFL when my team got good, NFL fans don't deserve to whine about what's on the screen. Every time something happens, they're like, we'll be back after this message. And it'll go back sometimes for like 20 seconds of gameplay. Then we'll be back after this message. It's like another full 2 minutes of ads. Fuck you.
Yeah, you're lining up for your garbage.
Yeah.
Going to the game is miserable because you're in the stands, and like I went to a Panthers game 2018, and it wasn't as bad because it wasn't like negative 10 degrees like it would be in Cleveland. So
Yeah.
you go to a game in November in Cleveland, you get there at 6 for tailgating, and so you're just hanging out, drinking, eating food. It's fine, it's fun. Game starts at like 1. Or you get up at 6 and get there, and game starts at 1. You're sitting in the stands. It's like $15 for a beer. You're watching the game. There's a play. Oh, there's a timeout. Oh, there's a TV timeout. They sit there and just stand on the field waiting for them to say like, "Oh, commercial's over. We can play now."
Yep.
Like there's just so much downtime. It's way longer than even the worst baseball games. But at least baseball games were in the summer, spring and summer, and like early fall. So it's really nice and is a nice excuse to like get out of the house.
Baseball, it's more acceptable to sit there and eat like a pound of peanuts and just drop all the shells all over. No one cares.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Football, they wouldn't care either, but everyone's standing every 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball, you just gotta wait till the ball gets cracked.
Yeah, football is the worst live sport because there's too many stops. It's just takes way too long. College football, unlike
Well, let's
the
think
lower
about this.
levels, is kind of nice
Is there a
because they
worse
speed it up.
sport to watch? My vote is for high profile golf because you have to pick a hole.
Yeah,
You're stuck behind. You have to walk, but you barely get to see anything. I don't know. Golf seems pretty ass, but I've actually never attended a pro golfing event, so I can't really say.
I would say any woman's sport.
Okay.
Rob?
No, actually, no, wait a minute. I like women's sports now because I read that there are men in them.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I saw some article about how there are men in women's sports, so I'm kind of changing my tune. Like, it might actually be interesting.
Oh, you mean John Fetterman's new opinion piece? Just kidding. That'd be cool if he did that as well.
Isn't his wife undocumented?
She was.
She left him.
No, she didn't.
No, she's still with him.
Was that fake news?
Yeah.
Everyone's believing.
Why
that
wouldn't she just wait for him to die?
Everyone believes that account called Schizarella that's always making posts like Destiny has joined ISIS. It's like, oh, okay.
No, she didn't leave him because he did the thing where he wore the tuxedo T-shirt at like a.
It was a tuxedo hoodie, please.
Whatever. Okay, all right, whatever. Doesn't fucking matter.
However,
but he was with his
what if
wife.
someone who's listening to this wants to go buy it?
Well, they can suck my dick from behind.
Actually, all they have to do is go into the replies of the picture
been
in a
aggressive
minute
today.
because there's a bunch of bots that are like, "Hey,
I want this on a hoodie.
I
want this on a T-shirt.
I want this on my penis.
Pussy and link."
Here, I have to show you this though.
But it just
she didn't even deactivate. But everyone missed this good tweet from back in November. That's
he's wearing pants.
Exactly how you see it. It's cropped. Like she cut his head off in the fucking picture.
Oh Lord. That's great.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But at least he's wearing pants there.
I'm glad to see some anti-tall discrimination for once.
Oh,
are you jealous, huh?
I think he's tall.
I think they should cut off all your heads in pictures.
I think most tall guys this month feel like temporarily embarrassed short guys, you know, because of John Fetterman.
That's right.
I thought it was because of Black History Month.
Trying to make a Frankenstein joke about him, calling him Fetterstein, and everyone glares at you and you're like, no, not like
Hold
this.
On. No,
he's a Jewish monster.
No. Not what I meant.
Why don't you go back to Israel?
Alex, earlier when you said any women's sport, reminded me when a bunch like two streamers, one of them was E-Rob, got invited to this NFL event last year where they were like reacting to the game live or whatever on like one of the Thursday footballs, but it was like on the NFL stream, and they were like making a bet on something in the game, and E-Rob said, "How about the loser has to go to a WNBA game?" And it was like the NFL's broadcast. So he like got in trouble for it, and like it's so fucking funny.
That would be so boring to go watch.
He immediately regretted it because he's like, I don't even know why I said that. He's like, I'm like a fucking 12-year-old. He's like, I actually like the WNBA. I can name all the teams and everything. It's so funny.
I'm trying to fucking unlearn my misogyny.
He really is.
The WNBA is probably better because you can kind of be guaranteed that your favorite player won't get Me Too'd.
That's not true, actually, because
your favorite player might be a fucking thug that gets caught with weed in a country where it's not allowed.
Some of them have abused their partner, so that's not necessarily true. I think there's just something about being an athlete that when you sort of get catered to. And
you heard it here from Tom. Do not watch WNBA because it's full of ne'er-do-wells.
Go to the NBA.
Tucker Carlson's in Moscow this week to interview Putin because he's epic, and I don't really care about, but it's funny that it's Tucker because it's making the fucking Brooklyn dad defiance of the world come in their pants to be like, Russia connection, here it goes. And but I keep saying I hope he has a Delta 8 pen in his bag. I said he's gonna get sent to a prison colony in Mordovia because he's gonna get caught with Nelk Brothers Zin in his luggage. What is this?
I hope someone sneaks it in.
He has Zin in his foreskin.
Forzin.
Well, they wouldn't find it there. They can't search there.
Yeah, they can.
That would be sus.
That's true.
And it's illegal to be sus.
Yep, just like Turkey. I've told you guys about that job before, right? There's a guy in the Turkish
foreskin
military.
Searcher?
No, his job is to his job is the gay approver.
What?
You can. There's ways to avoid the mandatory service in the Turkish army. One of them is a bribe, which I think is what Hassan's parents paid. It's like a 2,000 USD or whatever. It's really not that bad to skip like 2 years of service.
Yeah.
But another way is if you're gay, but you have to prove that you're gay, and that means being fucked in the butt, and it has to be on videos. There's a guy in the military whose job is to review those and make sure that that guy's actually gay.
And he's also the guy that fucks them.
I am dead serious. That is the gay test.
What was the gay? Who had the gay test they told us about? Was it Mike C?
That was me.
What is the gay test?
It was Mike
the one,
H.
The one where you do the Indian burn. The other word you can't say.
No.
Oh, that was the original gay test.
Yeah, they call it a First Nations burn.
Yeah, in Canada. No, but you know when you twist someone's arm back and forth?
Yeah.
You know what Indian burn is, right?
Yeah,
it's a stupid name, but there's what else? We should call it Irish burn. Because it makes them, you make their skin red, it makes them look Irish. Anyway, so it's when you do an Irish burn, and if they yelp, they're gay. It's the gay test.
Oh, okay.
There was one that one of our friends told us about that I want to say like Mike C. heard it from his son, where you have to like walk into a bathroom and look in the mirror and say I'm gay and see if you like laugh or not or something.
That sounds like a very Cliff thing.
Or did I create a new gay test?
When I was in school, we had one where if your penis fits inside another man's asshole, you're gay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See,
What if your ass fits the penis?
That too.
Then you can't serve in the Turkish military.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's how they test it.
And yeah.
I mean, I guess, you know what? That's interesting. Like, there's a guy that I thought for a second when you said there's a guy who tests people like that, he's the guy who fucks you in the ass for the military.
Why wouldn't it be?
Instead of like reviewing the film, he comes to your house and
probably
fucks you
is
and then
that
goes,
guy
all right.
as well. He's like, yeah, this guy, you guys videoed to me really quick. It's already on my phone and everything.
That's why he's on desk duty.
Right. I fucked him in the butt. But like, you don't have to, there's tops, right? So how would you?
I need the actual details on how this happens, though. I'm gonna send this on a really long message that looks like it's important, and then in the middle will be nothing. It's just that.
Because, like, if you had to film yourself getting fucked, but there's such things as tops, and not everybody wants to get fucked.
No, that's why I specified too. Like, you have to be getting fucked.
Yeah,
they won't even take it if you're fucking a butt. That's not gay to them.
So if you're a top, you're not gay.
If you're a top, you're not necessarily.
According to the
you have to
Turkish
fuck your
military.
own ass.
According to the Turkish military, if you fuck another man, you're not gay. But if you
as
get
far as I
fucked
understand
by
it,
another man, you're gay.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
If I sleep with a man, I'm gay.
Yeah, it's like Alexander the Great. That's what he did.
Now
they're all mad about that. You fuck a man's thighs, it's not gay because you're the one fucking him, and you could be thinking it's a woman.
Yeah, if you close,
you could be imagining him as a woman. You never know. But Alexander the Great was completely straight. He was a heterosexual man.
Yeah, he was a pimp. Netflix
he was an alpha
is making
Chad.
him gay. He was an alpha Chad.
He's actually Albanian, so we know he's bi.
It's true.
Sorry, Albania. You catch a lot of flack from you, but I love you. I love Balkan posting.
It's definitely not North Macedonia.
Nope.
It wasn't their stupid asses. He wasn't from there.
Have you ever been to the decentralized Republic of Macedonia?
I've been to Macedonia, Ohio.
It's a Greek state in the north.
Oh, just the one where Thessaloniki is?
Yeah, that's why they had to change their name up north.
The big claw?
They changed their name from Fyrom.
I went there in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That's like the top of the map.
Yeah, that's the one I never really played that much. I remember playing for like an hour, and I climbed one of the statues and hung from its nuts, but that's about it.
You can do boat stuff. They brought back the boat stuff, so that's cool.
If you're hanging from his nuts, you're like, exquisite game. Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
But
perfect.
It is
10 out of 10. Yeah, but it's Assassin's
Creed. Like we were
Creed.
talking about the other week.
Yeah.
Speaking of climbing things and swinging from nuts, you see the pro-life Spider-Man was back at it today on the Sphere. He climbed the Sphere in Vegas.
Oh, was that
nice.
who was climbing the Sphere?
Yeah, that's why I stopped caring after I saw who it was.
Yeah.
Why didn't they change it when he was on it to say, like, if you climb this, you're gay, or...
You can watch all of his climbs, right? He has a YouTube channel. Pretty good.
Yeah, he did a bunch of other buildings.
Mm-hmm.
How is that supposed to work? Why would that convince anyone?
He actually raises a lot of money now because like Tucker Carlson had him on and shit. I'm really platforming Tucker this episode. Sorry guys, don't look up this guy's a freaking chud, and I don't want you guys getting tricked.
I guess there was that woman who climbed the flagpole and took the flag down.
Yeah, her name was Harvey Danger.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she sat up there for a while.
Yeah.
I think it was Bree Newsom.
She was not well.
So it does make sense that yeah, it went all the way in. I think she made a career out of that, so it makes sense that right-wing people would try that, just climbing up shit until you get on TV. Why not?
But they don't really have like they don't really have
goal. Like getting a flag down that's sort of symbolic of something.
Exactly.
The Sphere has nothing to do with abortion. It has nothing to do with babies.
He has one of the most homeschooled faces I've ever seen. If you just Google pro-life Spider-Man, he just looks homeschooled.
I do like the idea of him like thinking, I'm going to get to the top of the Sphere, and keeps climbing until he reaches the other side and he's on the ground.
He starts falling.
He's like,
down.
wait a minute.
Wait a minute. It's like a hamster wheel.
Oh, he does have a homeschooler face.
Let's see.
Yeah, he really does.
That's wild.
Yeah.
He looks like a Rito from Zelda.
I almost just typed in real life Spider-Man.
He looks like a real life Rito from Zelda.
Real life Spider-Man.
Oh man, I don't pro-life Spider-Man.
And I was having this thought earlier.
Maison des Champs.
I was having this thought earlier. I'm like, if this guy was doing this for a cool reason, like saying Free Palestine, I'd be like, man, I hope this guy never falls, and I think he's awesome. And I hope and I don't think he should get arrested. But since he's like this pro-life homeschooler weirdo guy that's always like, the men in this country, blah blah blah, and I'm just like, this guy's gonna slip one day and no one's gonna care.
He's just got such a weird, ugly looking face.
I looked up what a Rito looks like just to check, and he does look like a Rito.
Dude, he fucking he looks like he should be able to climb really well.
Yeah, he looks like he climbs into people's homes.
Yeah, Spike would have nothing on this guy.
Yeah, very Spike-esque looked about him.
You got inside of that home, and there's not even a gutter, man.
It's like 5 p.m. and you're just like sort of like trying to make some dinner and wind down, and all of a sudden you just hear like the scratching on your like second floor and your screen, and you like go outside and he's like trying to climb up your house, so you have to get like a big pole and poke him down. Get off.
You hear something rummaging through your garage and you think it's like a raccoon. You turn the light on, it's just Spike, and he's like, "Oh, I'm here for some pregnant ladies, man. I'm pro-life Spike. I'm the pro-life prowler. 30% of everything I take from your house goes straight to the pregnant ladies. Saving babies out there, man."
How's he doing? Is he still
Spike,
alive?
where you been?
Conservatives have been donating money to the pro-life rapist.
During Fat He's last stream where his wife made him cry and he went live.
Yeah.
The one after, when he had the really long cough at the end of the stream, he someone in the chat said, "How's Spike doing? He's still alive?" In those words. And he goes, "Yeah, Spike's doing good. He's working hard. He's still alive."
It's so weird. They let that guy sleep in their kid's room for like a year.
The funniest Spike memory is how Fat he got his fucking toe amputated, and the doctor's like, "All right, if there's one thing that you can do, this can be an easy thing to recover. You just have to rest and sit still." And immediately, the guy who never goes anywhere is like, "I gotta go walk around at Lowe's and look at shit."
Yeah, because he was on painkillers. That's when he gets motivated to do stuff, when he's on painkillers, and then he just mashes up his fucking wound.
He got,
I hate it.
He went to the clinic and got painkillers for a cellulitis that went up to his lungs. And that's the only reason he went live last time, is because he's sitting there. If you've ever been on opiates while you, like, I don't know if you guys never even smoke cigarettes regularly. I think only I have.
No.
But if you've ever been on painkillers and you're a smoker, it makes you want a cigarette like 8 times more. It's just that type of drug. It's kind of like just having a ton of beers and wanting a cigarette.
Yeah.
But that's what Fat he, like I said, I watched for 20 minutes that day, and his eyes kept rolling back into his head like he was having a nod. And he's just, in 22 minutes, when I turned the stream off, he had his 4th cigarette in his hand ready to light up in 22 minutes.
God damn it.
Yeah,
That's
he is
crazy.
just, he's got a death wish.
He has
clearly.
cellulitis in his lungs, and he's smoking at that rate.
How quickly, okay, hypothetical, how quickly, if we just adapted his lifestyle, how quickly would we fall into like being him?
I would be in such bad shape immediately, like with flare-ups.
Yeah, I guess
and
you,
shit.
yeah.
I'd be
But,
insanely bad shape right away.
I would just die.
say like Aaron or I, like just normal kind of healthy guys. What if we just started smoking a bunch of cigarettes inside? And
100 of the
moving?
cheapest cigs every day.
Aaron would become Aaron Numbers.
Yo, God.
You see his cock and balls on a Saturday.
Yeah, I was just fucking dancing in a t-shirt, Donald Duck style, cock flapping around.
But
listening to The River Sings by Enya.
I'm 34 now, and I'll be 35 in September. I wonder if I could just like sink to his level in 5 years by the time I turn 40. I probably could.
Sync as in SYNC?
Yes.
Nice.
So we can sync up.
Sync up and collaboration.
He won't be around by that time, but
Jeff
I
Numbers?
think. Well, no.
He's gonna live forever.
Jeff Numbers is not. They already
He's kind
bought
of
him
like
a grave.
He's kind of like real life, a pro-life Spider-Man.
Jeff Numbers should buy some baseball cards, if you know what I mean.
He's very prone to falling off
Live
a
forever
building.
on here.
Mm-hmm.
So
There's
awesome.
There's a Jeff Numbers thing today. He posted a picture. They're landing like support steel for columns that'll support like the next layer of the skyscraper that he's building. And I meant to send it to you guys because it reminded me of a thought that I had when I was like working alongside a bunch of Jeff Numberses, which is like, you're in this building that's, 14, 30 stories tall. And the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet were responsible for installing the steel that's keeping it all held up.
I know. I'm never going to think about Vancouver in the same way.
They like the thing that can make you feel better is there's inspectors that come for like each floor to make sure that they like put in enough steel and it's not fucked up or whatever.
Hold on, I'm gonna get really Rogan. Yeah, they're not paid off by those Chinese developers, not at all.
Well, I've seen the inspectors say like, "Oh, this is fucked up. You've got to like put more steel here," and then all the Jeff numbers on site like freak out and put a bunch more steel down.
They all get anxious and hit their pens in the porta-johns.
Yeah, no, the people that are building your essential infrastructure are probably really fucked up. And,
that's why I think 9/11 happened the way they said it happened, like with the planes.
They were like, there were explosions in the walls. No, those are guys' pee bottles that are swelled. They were swollen.
Yeah, like maybe if it was built the right way, a plane couldn't break it. But it was probably some guy like that.
Bunch of Jeff numbers.
Yeah, I don't know what those steel beams were. I don't know if they put them in.
But I guess, yeah, you have to trust the inspectors, and then you also have to.
You literally have to, because that's how it is everywhere.
The Jeff
some of
numbers,
those guys on every single job site.
The Jeff numbers are actually like at least doing some work and not just like completely.
Yeah, he seems to be decent at his job.
Yeah, he takes pride in it despite being like a completely off the
guy
rails
who
alcoholic.
Takes pride in nothing else.
Yeah, to not get fired, you have to be a baseline competent.
He's a fucking workhorse too. Like as long as he makes it to work, he's gonna get his job done.
Yeah, well, which is crazy because talking about adopting lifestyles, right? Like he's an hour earlier than me, so it'll be like 5 a.m, and he's like posting videos of him hitting the bong before going to work and tweeting that like Strongbow doesn't taste very good after you've brushed your teeth. Yeah, and then he goes to work and then he posts like his weed pen that he's hitting and shit. And
bro, the other day when he's like,
and he seems to have like pride in his work too. He like loves being a rod buster.
The other day when he's like taking an early lunch, it was like 11 a.m. his time. He's like taking an early lunch. I need some cans, and he crushed 4 tall boys on his lunch break. He's like, gotta get back up there. Oh,
I think the job is what keeps him alive. Because if he didn't have the job,
well, the alcohol is too at this point.
Well, yes,
he's like a medieval peasant.
But like he would not. I mean, of course he wouldn't have no purpose or anything. But like the job is something where he's like, I gotta work, I gotta do that, I gotta like.
He still gets paid decent, He has to.
Oh yeah.
That's how he can afford the alcohol.
Yeah.
If alcohol was free, he wouldn't work.
I mean, drinking that much Strongbow is not that cheap. I saw a guy look like Don Vito the other day when I was coming out of the liquor store.
Oh, nice.
And that's the story.
Oh, I'm already hard.
The liquor store owner, who doesn't usually work at that time, but he was like in the store, was putting a bunch of like 6 or 7 30 racks of Busch Lights onto a crate to bring out to this guy's van. The Don Vito looking guy. Just doing like his monthly fill up.
They don't have to leave the house again.
Just lost the will to live.
Yep.
Completely given up.
And he got some $50 scratchers too.
Check, please.
Oh, that's a good deal. $50 scratcher is a great deal.
Yeah, it's a great deal.
That has to be a guy that's on like a Dodge pension or a GM or something around here.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Like car factory pension, and
he's on a Dodge child support.
He like owns his shitty little house. So and
he's wearing an outlaw fit too.
Well, that's just a certain type of guy.
Basketball shorts, hiking boots.
Mm-hmm. I call them athjamas. It's athlete pajamas.
There's nothing wrong with wearing shorts and
nothing
outside. A lot of us do it. Some of us do it every day. Some of us don't put on a belt unless we're forced to.
That's right. I'm like a fucking church kid. Only a few Sundays a year. I'm like, I can put this belt on.
If I wear a belt, I'm going to be too tempted to whip people.
That's true.
They had to take it away from me.
You're just that kind of dude.
They check you at the door.
Yeah,
say, no, sir.
Either that or hang myself. One of the 2 reasons they won't let me have one.
But I always love the guys that it's just like, especially in Detroit.
You do. Sorry.
Like,
yeah, I bet.
Chill. Listen, motherfuckers. Listen, motherfuckers. I love them. I love the shorts in the winter type guys. They're so good. They're my favorites.
Andrew used to fucking make fun of, not even so much the shorts thing, because at some point, that's almost a thing where like, just big dudes, their legs really don't get cold, and they also don't want to be uncomfy in the one pair of jeans they own. I get it. Yeah. I've been there before.
It's funny.
The dudes who were like at the bus stop with their fucking arms turning red because the wind is just biting, and everyone else is wearing their puffy coats, and they're just like, I'm not even saying, because I was a poor kid too. Mm-hmm. This is not a matter of being poor. It's usually the rich kids that were like, I'm so tough. It's cool. Wearing like your Hollister shirt and no coat.
Mm-hmm. They have middle-class white parents who are kind of hands-off.
Yeah.
Because I think if you had like immigrant parents or something, they would tell you to put on a jacket.
Yeah, it was always white kids, of course.
They wouldn't let you go outside and just be freezing.
Dude, most parents wouldn't let you. But also, these are the same kids who would just fucking take their shit off and put it in their backpack or whatever as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they like if they even they had a car, they would just take it off in the car and just be like,
that's
all right.
so
I wasn't a pussy either, but like if it's like 28 degrees, man, I'm gonna have a coat on at 7 a.m.
I would do that in college because you were on campus, and I would go from the dorms
like walking
to the
between
gym
buildings
or
and
whatever.
shit. Who cares?
Yeah, because like I don't want to put on a pair of pants and then have to change. But going to school or like going somewhere in the car or something, just put on pants.
In Illinois, we just had these winds coming across with no trees at all. These kids just got their hand, like they got their hand in their pocket, and that's like their coat. And it's like, you have a coat you can put on. They're like, no, I don't need it. I'm playing soccer.
Did you ever have those zip-off pants?
Yeah,
oh yeah, those are great.
Yeah, those were dope.
You have to put them in the coat check.
What happened to those?
Damn, what did happen to
coat checking those at the bar?
Coat checking my bottom half of my pants.
I have seen a guy that was like an old weird Twitter type joke thing, is to joke about the zip offs like that and like coat checking and stuff. But I saw a guy actually coat check his zip offs with his coat at a billiards place. He's like a darts guy. I mean, a billiards guy.
What if they had zip offs? What if they had zip offs?
12 or 13
that you could take the top part off, but you could just like leave your shins covered,
and then it's like thigh high socks.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
That would be nice. I like those.
All the IDF uniforms zip off at the capri length.
Really, any zip up is what Tom described, right? Because you could just zip the bottom part off, take off the pants, and then put on the calf bit,
they would just be like leg warmers.
Well, not really. They would just fall down.
Yeah, they'd fall down. And
Tom wants one that stay
you.
up somehow.
Yeah,
there would have to be some sort of garter holding them up at the knee.
Yeah, they gotta stay up. They gotta be baggy, but also stay up. Come on. You're
my
not
calves
thinking
get
with your
cold,
head.
but not my thighs.
Yeah, my thighs are fine. Like I
have these big nuts.
they keep touching each other. A lot of body heat over here. But my calves on the other hand, freezing.
Is it gay if your nuts touch each other?
Yes, you better be separating them right now.
Yeah,
at
pull
all
them
times.
apart.
Dude, you know DJ Academics took the fucking week off when Drake's dick leaked.
Oh yeah, of course. Haven't we all?
Crazy.
Haven't we all taken the week off to analyze it? I think.
I said it earlier on my stream, but it would have been the funniest thing if he's sitting there wobbling it around, but it was just the smallest dick in the world. Like, it just looked tiny. It'd be so fun. It'd be so much funnier.
It would be funny if it was exactly like the Jeff Numbers video where he's just dancing around with his
that too,
like Pooh Bear style with the shirt on and his little penis is just bouncing.
It also
around.
made me wonder, because I heard Gordon Lightfoot on a TikTok today, and I asked the question if you think Gordon Lightfoot knew how big Drake's dick was, because they shared a backyard.
No,
if you look at their houses on Google Satellite,
well, I guess I would assume
it's easy to find because he doxed himself on his second to last album.
You would have to assume
he named a song after the street he lives on.
You'd have to assume that he was in his backyard naked a lot, or Gordon Lightfoot was just looking into his house a whole lot, trying to see his dick.
He had a telescope.
Yeah,
I could see Drake being a nudie type guy with like a robe on.
I mean, that would be you could get your bag that way by taking like secret photos of Drake, seeing like which teenage girl he's hanging out with on his patio, and selling it to TMZ.
Yep.
That's
called a tabloid headline.
It's just mentoring, okay?
Yeah, it's like the ancient Greeks, like we were talking about. It's fine.
The hot take on Drake's fake snake. That's the tabloid headline. Some people were saying it's fake. I don't think it's fake.
I don't think it's fake.
There's no reason for it to be fake.
We know he's FTM.
True.
From the way he walks downstairs, etc.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Now tell me more about this. Tell me more about this.
Simon Woods told me about that.
Oh wow, Simon Woods.
Yeah, apparently he had a pussy. So yeah. Some British guy who's clinically insane made a video about it, and a bunch of old ladies were commenting on it, saying it's true. So
no, well,
I don't know.
I guess we have to believe him. We have to take him at his word. That
the Grammys and shit had to be a nightmare for the fucking transvestigation mentally ill people.
I bet they love it. I mean, it's a nightmare because they're like looking through and like, oh, all these celebrities, but then like in the back of their head, they're also like, yup. I knew it. I knew it.
Oh, Alex, that sound, it reminded me. Which one died, Diamond or Silk? It was Silk, right?
Diamond. The worst one to die because she was the one who talked.
Yeah. What was this thing about alligators? I was in class, so I couldn't listen to it.
Oh, that's a common thing.
Diamond and
Wait, that's common?
They say there should be an alligator moat on the Rio Grande. which they're alligators there. They live there. Yeah. They're there. And it's also insane, like, obviously, that people talk about that. Like, they're just saying, like, people should be eaten by animals.
It's crazy.
Yes. It's awful. It's like the 2-year-old deserved to get eaten by the alligator. But it's, a Mexican deserved to get eaten by an alligator.
Well, it is a 2-year-old getting eaten by an alligator.
Oh, yeah, and they're some of them are kids.
We should bring the cocaine hippos up from Colombia and put them in the river there.
Yo, let's do it.
They would suggest that.
But it's like saying release mosquitoes to keep out immigrants. Like, there are mosquitoes. That's an animal that's native to South Texas.
Yeah, also, these people are, like, crossing the desert at night. You think they're scared of fucking creatures and mosquitoes and shit? Like, you think an alligator's not going to get fucking chopped up immediately by a bunch of people?
Here's an idea.
Get real.
So, the alligators won't work, right? But here's an idea to unite the leftists and the rightists. So, you need a way to keep everybody out, right? And what do leftists like more than anything? Video games, of course, and cartoons.
Race wars.
Cartoons.
Woke.
So, and the rightists want to keep them out. So what if we created Pokemon to be real? And we had a bunch of Charizards just flying around the border to keep everybody out of the country.
What if we used an AI to create them so we didn't have to pay licensing?
Well, of course. Where it's like, this is just an idea. I'm not saying we're actually going to pay Japan.
What happens if Mexico makes an off-brand Pokemon that's just different enough that they don't get sued, and then they learn how to ride all of the Pokemon, and then they come back over the border with a bunch of rip-off Zapdos and rip-off Moltres?
Well,
they would actually call it Zap 2 and Mole 3.
It's actually Beacon and
Moldress.
Arctic 1.
Forget the other one.
I'm blowing your guys' mind right now. Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres.
1, 2, 3. I know my 1, 2, 3s. That's how I learned them when I was 9 and I played them.
Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres. Oh shit, dude.
Yep.
Oh, it's like those Green Day albums. It's like the 3 Green Day albums, Uno, Dos, and Tres.
I just think it would be interesting. I think you could unite the left because you made cartoons real, right? You made video games real, and then you'd also unite the right because, hey, we're keeping all these people out of the country.
Yeah, we need to unite the right. I think we need a rally to unite the right.
Hold on, Tom. So you think that we can convince a bunch... You think we can convince a bunch of leftists that something fake is real and a big part of their culture?
You're right. Never mind.
Okay.
I apologize for even trying to come up with an idea to fix this broken country.
Hey.
We're all so divided.
I haven't seen a leftist get tricked in a long time.
Not since I thought that Fetterman's wife left him.
Yep.
It's been like 30 minutes.
20 minutes.
32 minutes or so.
Yep.
Pretty good.
That's crazy.
Fuck Fetterstein.
What if we cede all that territory back to Mexico that we took in 1848, and then there's more they have to cross? That's like an extra 1,000 miles they have to cross to get.
So where does that go up to?
Like Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Basically, anywhere where the Spanish words are.
Yeah, California would be gone. New Mexico, Arizona.
On my dad's side of the family, we have married in side of the family. I'm not related to them, but there's married in Mexicans. Like my dad's second cousin, and they're all they settled in Colorado from Mexico in like only the 30s or 40s, which is sick.
What if, here's another idea I got. Let me hit you with it. What if we invaded Mexico and we took over Mexico and made it a new state?
I would love that.
What would you call it, though?
New Mexico 2.
New Mexico 2, okay. That would be pretty good.
How about Nuevo Mexico?
So where are they going to go after that? Well, nowhere else. They're going to stay in Mexico, right?
What if you just get rid of all borders and then no one can cross them?
They did. Now we don't have books.
If we have no borders across the world and just complete unity, then those dirty motherfuckers won't have any borders to cross anymore.
That's true. Alex,
they won't be able to get in.
Alex is the guy that makes all territory Schengen territory because he's racist. He's like, I don't even want to have to. I work at a border crossing. I don't have to talk to these fucking dirty bastards when they come over. I just want them to go by. I don't even want to hear their language.
Yeah, they shouldn't even need a visa.
What if we should all just go and work for the border police and let everybody in? Be the good guys.
Oh, yeah. And I think maybe we would deserve a tip.
We
would deserve a tip for being
instead of barbed wire around, we'll set up like cotton wire.
Alaska's sending a bunch of their border patrol down to Mexico border to help. Cool.
What are they? Okay, Alaska.
I know. Fuck off.
Who are they defending against? Santa?
Yeah, you fucking pussies.
Santa and his elves.
You Hawaiian pussy. I love that video. You Muslim bastard.
Yeah, Joe Biden.
Speaking of that, the NYPD. This is the most annoying shit I've ever heard. Are you guys aware of this? The NYPD has, I think, 13 cities outside of New York that they have at least two full-time employees in running a station out of, including Israel and Bogota, Colombia, which are the newer ones.
Awesome.
And Arizona as well.
I think I remember the Israel one, but like, what are they doing in Arizona?
The border stuff. There's connections. Of course, these people that work in these positions too are also making like $213,000 a year.
Nice. That's what one of you guys should do. That you're American.
Isn't that like
they're probably doing something really cool.
Isn't that like pretty close to what the Wagner Group is? Just being like a private military that's operating in different places around the world for political reasons.
Basically, it's like when Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. were hiring, or maybe it was only Tupac hiring the LAPD, and they were like a paramilitary as off-duty cops.
Yeah, but like that's everywhere, right?
Yeah, we should just be allowed to do that. You should be allowed to hire the NYPD to go fight in Kazakhstan.
All of them.
How come Russia gets to do it? Yeah, all of them. Send all of them to war. You should be able to enlist all of the NYPD and send all of them to a foreign conflict.
I got a great idea. So that's what the Chapo Pod needs to do. They need to take all that money and hire every single member of the NYPD and send them to a foreign war. They don't like the police so much. They don't like the police so much. Then do something about it, Chapo. Huh?
They spend more money. The NYPD's budget is bigger than like Denmark's, Belgium's, a bunch of other countries.
All right, invade Denmark, invade Belgium.
Take it over.
You know?
Pick them up, right click, send them over there. They have more military power.
Well, you know, New York City is such a dangerous city, so they need to just give more money to the police officers, officers like Freddie.
Man, those YouTube videos are hitting the algorithm so hard again, and they're eating. I went to this city, the dangerous part of this city.
Yeah, that guy always pops up.
Tyler Oliveira.
Yeah, I fucking hate him, man.
Tyler Oliveira used to make normal videos, like normal Mr. Beast type videos, like I survived a day in a tent full of bees, like a bee keeper, like that sort of thing. He's that sort of YouTuber. And then he did like a Skid Row video that got a fuckload of
18 and life.
Not like Scotty. Not like a Scotty Skid Row video. Skid Whoa. No, he went down to Skid Row and was talking to people there, and of course those videos always get like 3 million views instantly. Yeah. And I was watching some Chud streams down at Eagle Pass this week because that's the best thing to do on the weekends now is you click live on YouTube and the first 4 streams are just people down taking our border back, and you click it and it's just these roasted out voices like, and we've been here for 3 days, it's fucking awesome, the Patriots get together, it's fucking awesome. But there was gonna be a fight the other day. These fucking dipshits were like clashing right in front of the cops, and it was like not even, there's no leftists there. It's one guy that like they like agree with each other, but one guy's defending the cops, the other's saying the cops are useless, basically. Anyway, everyone of course is calling the guy the agitator a Fed, which they're probably right about. But I'm just watching this Chud stream, and that Tyler Oliveira guy shows up with his microphone and starts interviewing people. I'm like, this motherfucker's everywhere that these people are now, and it's so cool. He's making so much money off it. He's such a bitch.
He annoys me so much. He'll pop up in like YouTube shorts, and I just have to like skip through them. And I think because I'm just watching too many funny like alpha male and like a lot of Instagram stuff too. I love the videos where it's a guy talking about something serious like masculinity, and he's like looking off camera, and the camera never pans over to ever show anybody else. So he's clearly just talking to himself, recording himself talking, pretending he's having a conversation on like a podcast that doesn't exist. That's a good bit. And I keep commenting on his channel on like every video. It's just like, who are you talking to, man? Who are you talking to, man?
People were accusing that Daily Wire girl that looks just like Ben Shapiro, Brett Cooper, of having a fake stream because she just uploads like shorts, but she has like a streamer setup, but she doesn't have anything going live. But now she's been going live, I think, on YouTube.
She got called out.
I really don't like that it's such a common thing that people want to fuck a female version of Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
That there are now 2 different female versions of Ben Shapiro that people want to fuck. All right, but
which one would you fuck, though?
I just want to fuck the male. The sluttiest one.
Let's leave the poll in the options.
The nastiest freak of the 2?
Abby.
Is that confirmed?
Killed the chat.
I forget which one is which.
Alex, put a clapping sound
I
in
hate
after
them
my
all.
joke. Put a clapping and laughing Jay Leno crowd sound in after my joke. So that dead silence. So embarrassing. Hopefully, I don't listen back to him, but hopefully you do that for most of my jokes.
All
Just
of them.
some
Remember when Jay
fucking-
Leno got burned by that car?
I
Yep.
do.
That was funny.
You want to
That
know
was
how I
not
got
nice.
these cars? He looks pretty
He's
good
got
though
the
for
cars
being
and the
burnt.
scars.
Remember when he was healing from being burned? He went riding on the beach on his quad, and someone had a wire out across a trail and fucking flipped his thing, and he got hurt again.
He's such a dumb
He's gotta
motherfucker.
stop. He's
Really
gotta
bad
stop
luck.
doing that.
His chin caught it, folks.
Folks. Woo! Michael! Woo!
Woo! Ha! Fucking, I always loved when, like during a Conan or Jay Leno monologue when you can hear a dipshit laughing so fucking hard. That type of laugh, legend.
Conan was
Who
good
do we know that
because
laughs
it
like
was
that?
usually a plant, and they would do a bit around it.
Yeah,
Just someone just being like,
I've said it before, but I was a Conan nerd.
absolutely, Conan was the best.
I love staying up for
Nah, it
Conan.
was all about Leno.
Ugh.
Well, it seems like Jay Leno's going to be
Disrespectful.
doing a lot of monologues in the future talking to his wife because she has dementia.
Oh, hell no. Speaking of dementia, folks,
It's going to be like talking to a brick wall pretty
we're
soon.
doing all the celeb news off the top of my head that I remember this from this week. Bruce Willis and Demi Moore reunited for their daughter's 30th birthday.
Oh wow!
They're bonding over being bald.
Nice.
Jokes from 1991.
G.I. Jane, bitch.
G.I. Jane 1.
Stupid bitch has alpaca. Fuck you.
Appalachia, remember?
Stupid bitch has Appalachia.
I have to find this. You guys
That's
talk
good.
about
I mean, so
something
he's
while I
like-
find this.
He's going out. Bruce Willis is going out. Interesting.
No,
Yeah, he should be in some new movies.
no.
Yeah, whatever happened to him?
Let him chill.
I know.
He fell off big time.
But at least, I mean, if he's like going, like, he's got handlers and he's going to his daughter stuff, like, that's nice for him.
There's a guy in that random college athletes account I follow, and there's a guy
Mhm.
getting roasted today, and I felt bad. It's this kid.
Okay.
He's Chinese albino.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
shit.
thought he was
Hard
just
to
really
tell.
old.
Once I tell you, you can see it.
Yeah.
yeah, he looks like
But of
he
course
looks like
everyone
the
in the-
Six Flags old man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone
I
in
was
the
like, what's up with
comments-
that young old guy?
He looks like a mask guy.
Bro, imagine him at a cross country meet. He's probably fucking
Yeah.
freaking people out, flying by them at max speed.
He
Scholarship track
legitimately,
and field athlete that looks like he's the grandpa from Up.
he looks like he's wearing a mask. Like,
The
I've
best
seen
golfer
this
is
guy.
black. The best president is black, and the best Chinese guy is white.
Do you guys remember back in like I think it was the 90s when that priest in Brazil flew on the balloons to raise awareness for whatever, and he did like the up thing on the chair, and he flew up. He got to 20,000 feet, and then the wind took him out to the ocean. He fucking died.
Yeah, I do remember that.
No.
Uh,
Weird.
Who's
Well,
that? Jay Leno?
I was watching a little doc on that this morning on stream, and our friend Armad T-Con Tony told me this story about he said his mom had just gone through a really bad breakup, and he felt bad for her, so he took her on like a mother-son night, and they went to dinner, and then they went to see a movie, but the movie he picked was Up, and it was like after she broke up with like the guy she was with the longest or whatever, and he said the first 10 minutes was just the most nightmarish scenario he could think of his mom going through this devastating breakup and then watching the first 10 minutes of Up, just sitting next to him, just sobbing.
Well, that should be a consolation because your spouse could just die anyway. So it doesn't matter that you broke up because your spouse would just fucking die.
Could be a Brazilian priest that flew at 20,000 feet up in the air on 1,000 balloons.
They should call that movie Down because it's such a downer.
Only for the
Yeah.
first 10 minutes.
I don't know why they call it
Just call it Bummer.
Because the rest of the movie goes up from there.
I like
No.
it.
Because then, yeah,
I loved Up.
No, I like the beginning.
you're stupid.
I
You're
think
a
the beginning's
fucking
funny.
Stupid
I think the
idiot.
beginning's fucking
I
funny.
was the guy that was too afraid to cry in the theater, so on all the sad parts, I'm going, tears running down my face.
Loser.
You look over, my fucking eyes are all bloodshot, and there's fucking like canyons where my tears are on my face. I'm like,
Just like it's just like
I'm going pee.
punching the ground, trying not to cry.
I'm gonna go pee. Tell me when the gay part's over. I got my
Make me
legs
so
up straight.
angry.
You ever rage at a movie? Punching a wall because of a movie?
Remember the guy I always talk about that works at the NSA now and marries
Yes.
the girlfriend from Yahoo Answers, and
Yeah.
When you try to psych Andrew out, it would say like Andrew loves bathtub sex. Just the most random shit. Whenever there was like a just an intense scene, whether it was like violence or sex on a movie, you'd look over and he'd have both of his legs up, like he's doing like a fucking scissor thing. He had both his legs up in the air, blocking his view.
That's insane.
That's so weird.
Why would you sit like that?
This is like when we were 18.
I guess it makes sense he's in the NSA now.
I was going to expect you to say like 9.
Yeah, 12.
No.
He was doing censorship with his legs. Now he's doing it with computers.
We used to troll him though when we were like 14. The night before we went to Cedar Point, we were spending the night at his house, and we would tell him, "Colin, I can't sleep. Can you sing a song?" And he'd start with like, "Forgotten thoughts of yesterday through my eyes." He'd start singing like "Drift and Die," and like off beat, he would slap his thigh, and we'd slap our thighs along with him, and we'd be
That
like,
would be great.
We'd all be like looking at each other in the dark, like crying, laughing, but like holding it in, and we'd be like, "Sing another one, man."
That would be great to get on a plane and like as you're getting to your seat, the guy sitting next to you just has his legs up like that. He's just
Bro.
got
There's
a
his legs
picture
up
like
in a
that.
V.
Yeah, I retweeted it this week. There's a picture that was like just landed in LAX, and there's these fucking old women feet all the way up, where like planted on the ceiling, like she's laying down in the chair. It's so funny saying just landed because the lady just flipped over.
I was on a flight.
liver spotted feet.
I was on a flight once. It was an overseas one. Sometime I went to Europe, and someone did that with no fucking socks on. I looked up, and
Party foul.
there was like bare feet touching the ceiling of the plane. Probably
Yeah, the
tweeted
one-
it somewhere.
I think it's because they're trying to get their feet aired out by the fan, which is even grosser
Ew.
because it's like that's what it
Grieval.
seems like in that picture that was posted the other day.
Also, there's plenty of places in like put your foot up on the sink in the bathroom. Fuck it.
Yeah, I don't know. Go to the bathroom and just like air out
Clean
your
up.
foot for a second, or just wait.
Yeah, or just wait.
Like if you're wearing socks, it shouldn't be that gross. If you're just sitting, like I don't know, unless you have some sort of condition.
I drove a guy home from the airport once, like as a paid thing, back in like 2016 when I was between jobs, and it was like he knew my mom. And my mom, I think he was looking on Facebook or something for a ride. My mom's like, "I'll ask my son. He has a car. He's not working right now." So I did. I ended up making like $100 from it this week, but on the way home, he had just gotten in from Shanghai. He'd been in China for like 8 months. And on the way home, he starts taking his fucking socks and tennis shoes off that he had on his entire flight from Shanghai and rolls them off to put on like his slippers. I'm like, man, you couldn't wait. I'm in my little tiny fucking, I don't even know what I drove at the time, a Hyundai Accent. Just immediately stunk it up. It was June as well. Like, well, air's off now. We're opening the fucking window again.
That's an accent, all right.
And then he wanted me to roll the window back up because his ears were popping. Ugh. He was a cool guy. He was
In a
a
car? Were you going up and down hills?
I mean, he had just gotten out of a plane. Maybe it was because of that.
Oh,
But anyway,
okay.
he was like I can't even remember now, a county commissioner or something around here. And the reason he needed a driver in the first place from the airport is because he had like 6 DUIs.
Oh, nice.
Some local Republican politician.
No, that's why. Usually you don't get to 6.
I think he's a sovereign citizen now.
Oh yeah, I would be
Like
too.
a sovereign citizen political candidate. Pretty cool.
Because then you can wipe all your
I'd have to
your
look up
records
it.
off.
I completely forgot his name and everything now. I just remember shit vaguely about him, which district he was in. Weird guy. And I dropped him off at his house he hadn't been to in like 8 months because he was in China and his lawn looked like a jungle. He's like, well, here I am. And he just walked up through his long grass and disappeared.
That's fucked up. If
Yeah.
someone has a nasty enough yard, you should be able to take their house through eminent domain. Like it should be like squatters' rights. Like if someone has 6 feet of trees in their yard and it's just like you can't even get to their mailbox or their driveway, if you're the mailman, you should be able to just go in and live there.
It's like a big YouTube market of these guys that are landscapers that already do landscape YouTubing. And they'll see houses that are like clearly an old disabled person lives there or something. The yard's just all
Yeah, that's
fucked up.
usually what it really is.
And but they just like do it for free, and it's just more of them wanting to do like a really hard project for a video because every video like that gets 10 million views. And
Yeah.
one of them recently, the lady comes out and she was like, "Oh my god, you took down my gardenia. I had 2 well-established gardenias on my," and she told him, "Get the fuck off my property," and now she's suing them.
It's so dumb.
It's crazy. Yeah, it is dumb because they could just also gardenias are rooted and they're gonna grow back. Got chopped down, but they literally will grow back.
It's a perennial, and also you can get more.
They
I don't know.
They offered to
That's-
plant
it's
more.
sort of like-
They're like, "Oh, sorry, we could plant more," and she was like, just losing her mind.
Like gardening is awesome, but it's almost like the old lady version of getting mad about someone breaking an action figure or a Funko Pop or something. It's like you can go to the store and get a new one. It's just an object.
It won't be a big deal. It was more than they want to talk about because it's a good clickbait. Like, we're getting sued.
Yeah, because usually every video I've seen, they always like find the person and ask permission. Or like, hey,
oh no, they had permission from this lady, and apparently she had shown them 2 days before to not touch the gardenia, so they did fuck up in that way, apparently.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
but also like her yard was so fucked.
Yeah.
Like you can't even see a gardenia.
Yeah, it's like you clearly don't give a fuck.
If your yard's that fucked up, then no, you don't. Little plants.
It's like what happens on Hoarders, where they go in and instantly the person's like, "No, you can't get rid of those newspapers. No."
That content makes me wish I was like back like when I did the lawn at my parents' house again, like cleaning up the sidewalks and shit.
Yeah, it's fun to do it really competently. Like it's
exactly.
To mow it
when you have the right tools for it, especially. I was about to say having an edger, and no, it's not what you think, guys.
Yeah, I love edging on the driveway, edging in the yard with my parents there. Me and my dad do edging on the driveway. It's so awesome. All the neighbors can see.
I'm gonna get grounded from sweatpants if I edge in the yard again.
Yeah, that runs in the family.
So I found that the picture of the feet, I kind of misrepresented it. It wasn't a barefoot; it was a sock half on.
Yeah, might as well.
That's almost worse because they're like, "Oh, my foot's not bare. My stinky sock is rolled up. You can smell my fucking Vinegaroon feet."
Ooh,
it's not good.
You know what a Vinegaroon is?
No, what's a Vinegaroon?
No. It's like a nasty centipede-looking thing.
Oh, I thought it was like the male version of vinaigrette.
Sounds like a slur for Italians.
They must like vinegar, or they stink. I don't know. I'm gonna assume it all.
An arachnid.
I know because this animal sanctuary that I watched the stream of, their Vinegaroon died because it didn't survive its first molt, sadly.
A whip scorpion.
Who the hell's making a sanctuary for those?
Well, they have everything there. That's
should keep them out.
Like those.
Hey, you would love that sanctuary, Alex.
It's because
they have a big frog that eats shit really quick, and they have 2 marmosets.
When they're attacked, they discharge an offensive vinegar-smelling liquid, also which contains acidic acid.
Okay, well that's my fursona then.
Yeah,
because I do that too.
My fursona is
Tom.
Whoever...
That's literally Tom's fursona, squirting vinegar.
It burns you a little bit and stinks.
Ooh. It's definitely not pee. The way that burns, you know it's not pee.
Keep your eyes closed.
Are there people who have a skunk fursuit and they spray liquid ass at the furry convention? That would be a good bit. It's part of my thing. It's my character.
Thing. I like
Why
this.
are you mad?
I think you get your ass kicked probably.
Yeah, people would hate because you would be getting all the fursuits all nasty smelling, and they would have to get them dry cleaned.
Ew.
Yeah, they would beat you with a bat.
My girlfriend would be a bad furry because she's like animal nerd, so she'd be like, actually, you wouldn't be doing that if you were this type of.
You wouldn't be on 2 legs.
Actually,
if you were a wolf.
that fox wouldn't have a human penis coming out.
The base. Yeah, a fox and a wolf would not be fucking in front of me.
That is
only in very dire
situation.
situations would you find these two.
Going through like the Zootopia pages on Twitter and be like, no, fox and a rabbit
said it before.
would not be doing that.
I welcome all, as long as you're just a normal furry and not one of the weirdos that make the community really weird, like the Nazis and the pedos, like any other. Don't be a Nazi or a pedo. Those are everywhere.
Just so weird.
But they're in every community. Yeah. You can find Nazis and pedos everywhere, but people.
Yeah.
I always say furries have been ahead of the game as far as being inclusive and supportive, and furries also buy art. Furries spend their living on art. They're
better at the computer than the average person.
If you're a good artist and you learn how to draw furry shit to the point where you can do commissions, they will pay you. And that's the other thing. Fursuits, the real ones, are fucking expensive. So these are usually people that, whether people want to admit it or not, have their shit together.
Yeah, it's tech guys.
They're hustling.
Exactly. You just
I think they're animals.
Some are so organized that they can fucking freeze their hands off and have them replaced with claws. Remember that guy?
I do remember that. That's not good. I don't think about that guy. It'd be funny to try to go into the furry convention and like you see a bunch of furries and get pissed off. And you're like, you guys are fucking animals. And then they're all like, yeah.
all disgusted.
Calling animal control. Get out.
You walk in and you're all disgusted. Fucking animals.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, how about that the furry convention, instead of the Tumblr ball pit It's a litter box.
Well,
Oh,
hey,
okay.
if they wanted litter box, you just have to go to dang schools now.
I was about to say that.
Yep.
They should have a ball pit at school.
Yep. Full of litter.
So we can all
fucking
pee in.
furry kids.
Yeah, for litter.
Rainbow colored balls.
Well, you can pee in the ball pit.
Folks,
Like,
check
you
out
can-
Joe Rogan Experience. He
Man,
bought
they used to
that-
piss me off in school when I would go to the litter box and you see a litter box and you expect cat poop, but then it's child poop.
Ugh.
It's like, oh,
Don't you hate when don't you hate at the bar when you go in the litter box, there's a dollar bill sitting in there on a turd?
Keep grabbing it with my mouth.
it's a 2-for-1
Carry it
special.
away.
Well,
Thank you for listening, everybody.
Check out the
Yep.
litter box.
Check out the
litter box.
Patreon.
Check out
Check
Poop
out us.
I know what you say.